Crack a cold one. Boot up the system. Bad decisions, baby. Let's ride.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bad Decisions Gaming Podcast. I'm Victor. We're live. We're caffeinated. And today we're talking RPG news, upcoming games, and what's actually worth grinding out there in 2026. Before we start, what have you guys been playing? Let me hear it. Tell me what's going on. So we have an upcoming game. It is not out yet. It's only in demo. But this game is created by the development team of Diablo 1 and 2. And it's very unique. It's an ARPG. And it's got a wonderful set of destructive environment. You can actually damage the environment. You can build structures, a fort. It's very unique in this manner. And I'm very curious as to where it's going to go. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys take a peek at this upcoming trailer of a game and let me know what you think. So, what do you guys think? Is this going to be a win, a loss, future hit, mid, skip? Let me know. Either in live chat or down below on the VOD. Like, this game is... It definitely has a very dark Diablo feel to it. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, if you looked at some of the item info screens, right? That was screaming Diablo. And if I'm going to be picking up a new ARPG that's not Diablo, I'd much rather it not feel like Diablo. Like, if I go and I play Last Epoch or Grim Dawn, Path of Exile, or even Diablo, one of those four, each game has a very unique feel to it. And it's almost like they went and did their own thing. Yeah, they all have an info screen. But there's differences, right? That sets them apart. and I'm not sure how much I feel with how this game has that very strong Diablo-ish feel to it, right? So is it going to be better than a Diablo game? Is it going to be worse? I don't know. Have you guys even like tried the demo? I just found out about this game a few days ago. I did try the demo. The ground, it is very destructive environment. You do a lot of damage. You can do a lot of damage very quick. There is a structural building format to it. It feels like it's still in the works. Still needs a lot of work to be done to it. But yeah, it's so far it feels like a very strong game to me though. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Look into it, get back to me. All right, I know we covered this one last time, but since we're on the topic of upcoming games and what's out there, what's new, what's hot, what's coming, I went and dug up the release trailer for this game, which we covered last week, as I said, but hey. This is heavily open world. It is heavily story driven. And despite what some people might think, because of who makes it, it is not going to be pay to win. So, let's take a look at Pearl Abyss's next upcoming game.
Citizens of Pywell. Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak. Beasts who think themselves men. That is what it means to be a Freeman. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Greymane comrades. Uncover the truth that lies within. And let your heart speak without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one.
We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle. Fight! Fight for Pywell!
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
This is your hour.
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path. For at the end of it, you will find the answers you seek.
All right. So, big question is, this is Pearl Abyss's second game. Well, it's not their second game, but this is a spin-off game of their legendary Black Desert Online. And so, would you rather an open world story-driven RPG or endless loot grinder? So right now, Black Desert Online is huge grind. Huge. Everybody knows it. Probably one of the worst grindy games out there. Biggest grindy games out there. It's not really the worst, but it's so much grinding. Also that you can get that, 1% increase, right? Where Crimson Desert is going to be heavily story driven, with obviously some wandering around here and there. What's your take? Do you think this is going to be a solid game? Is it going to be meh? I feel like being it's a single player, we're looking at something that's going to be simple. It's not going to stick. Like, you're not going to see this being played 24/7 on Twitch or YouTube or something like that. It's going to be that, hey, someone picked it up and they're running with it for, the next week and a half while they play out the story. I feel like it's hopefully repeatable, but I doubt it. It's a single player. And we haven't really seen much of classes or anything, right? So let me know what you think. Next game. I just found out about this one today. And this one blew my mind. Because, let me ask, are you guys a game freak? Wait, that's a company. Wait, they did Pokemon. Yeah, this next game, done by Pokemon Go Group. Game Freak. That part blew me away. Let's catch this trailer and you'll see why. All right. Who saw that coming from Game Freak? Why aren't they doing this with Pokemon? That's crazy. I saw that trailer. I'm like, dude, where's the Pokemon game? That looks just like that. Imagine you're playing Pokemon with graphics like that. Like, bring it. Please. We're begging you. Bring us the game we want. All right. Here's a top question. Do you trust Game Freak with a dark RPG? That's the real question right there. Like, the trailer looks amazing. But what have they done in the past that tells you that this is going to work? I've not seen anything that tells me that this is going to work. I would be sitting on I'm very hopeful for a yes. I think it's going to be playable. So to me, it's a solid maybe. Definitely a solid maybe on this one. I don't know. It's really messed up that they can do this for this game, but we're left with so many other interesting things in the past. So guys, which one did you think? Which one is grabbing your attention the most out of the 3 that we've watched? Is it Darkhaven? Is it Crimson? Or is it Beast? Let me know. Let's get on with some interesting subjects. All right. First one, AI tools. We know this is a thing. It's out there. It's taking storm. Game developers are looking at using it for the environment creation, for maps. They're looking at using it for the NPCs dialogue and chat. We've seen it in other games that are being developed. We covered one last week. We're looking at full-on story driven by AI. AI has become such a huge tool for so many potentially really good games. And I get the controversy around it. Oh, it takes away from, the developer. It takes away from the story writer. It takes away from... My thing is, if I can get AI, and this is from a business standpoint purely, if I can take an AI tool and have it write up a solid script, a solid understanding of a game, and make it do its thing, and I had to pay $10, $20 to have it done, from a business standpoint, it makes more sense. The part that we all know that's not going to happen is, even if they use all these tools and they have an AI write up the story, they have AI come up with the maps, or they have AI, develop this, AI develops that. Even if it's 100% AI made, AI driven, AI created, the whole works, the game's still going to cost us $100. They're not going to lower the price, even though they didn't have any development team to pay. They're not going to do any of that. So I understand, unless there's a drastic drop in the value of the games, like the dollar value, not the overall quality or value of the game itself, but the price point needs to come down on AI driven games. Plain and simple. Because you don't have the staff to pay for, you don't have all that overhead, you have a $20 charge on your credit card at the end of the day. That's your AI. So I would strongly have it that the development team needs to be able to say, yes, there's AI components, and we've lowered the price because of it. Now you're smoking some, yeah, but that's the way it is. If they're not paying out all that huge expense, then they don't need $100 price tag on a game. Plain and simple. Okay. Early access. This one irks me something fierce. I can't stand early access. Early access used to be, hey, I prepaid for your game. You gave me early access. That means I get to play 3 days sooner. That's early access. The new early access is basically, hey, I'm going to pay you so that I can have beta testing. That is strictly beta testing paid for by the community so that they can have their game time before, they're not getting anything out of it. There's no value in it. The game's not complete. It's still subject to change before release. And they're playing the exact same game as a million other people. Plain and simple. They get nothing out of it additional. You're not paying for early access. You're paying for a beta. And I hate to throw it out there. Look how well that worked for some groups. Intrepid. Ashes of Creation. It didn't end well. And now there's all these people that prepaid or put in the support. And hey, I've done my fair share. I've gotten a bunch of games where I'm on Kickstart there being like, hey, here's some money. Give me a game in the future. And I don't know if it's going to happen. Like, there's so much risk now, too, with all that crap. And I don't know if it's actually worth it half the time. Like, you look at what's been going on with Intrepid and all the crap that's gone down with that group and their game and the studio, the whole works. And you're just like, do I take the risk again and support the next upcoming game? Like I have since, they've done their thing. There's been a couple games I've been like, hey, I really like the idea behind this. I will support this. Did I go in heavily? No. Not entirely. But yeah, I don't know. But the early access thing, just please stop. Just call it what it is. It's beta testing. For some, it's alpha. It's just garbage. Early access, good or bad. I've seen a lot of good come out of it. I've seen a lot of bad. And when you take that good or that bad and you put it on Steam, you have nothing but a bunch of, hate to say it, whiny little pricks that think that they're entitled to the picture perfect game. And if they don't get it, they're going to review bomb the crap out of you until you pay attention. And that brings us into community feedback. Feedback used to be very plain and very simple. Hey, I like your game. I have a problem with this. Can you fix this? I'm still buying your game because I like it. Or, as it stands right now, I'm probably not going to play, so I'm not going to buy your game. Feedback. Now it's, we're going to review bomb the crap out of you until we get our way, and you're just going to have to rebuild your entire game from the ground up in order to make us all happy. Why? I get it. We all want a game that we all love. But does it have to be to that extreme? Did it really have to go that far that we've had to review bomb on Steam 24/7, some game, somewhere, somehow? Like, I don't understand. Most of these guys... Now, if it's a solid gaming community, a solid development team, they're going to have a forums page. They're going to have forums somewhere. Some of the crappiest games out there have a forum. I won't name any, because personal opinions, but there's a lot that have these forums, and that's where you should be putting your feedback. Not trying to completely dismantle a game development's credibility on Steam on their first game in the first 3 days because you didn't like how fast it took to get to level 2. Or the loot wasn't good enough for your liking and you had to struggle to fight that level 10 boss when you were level 5. Part of it is an ARPG or an RPG in general is that grind. Figure it out. Plain and simple. I've played a lot of RPGs and I grind a lot of RPGs. I play Black Desert Online. I've played Path of Exile, all the Diablos, including Immortal. Yeah, I had to throw that one in there because I'm not a fan of that one. Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, a slew back in the mid-teens, 2015, 2017-ish era. Our market was flooded with Korean RPGs, and some of them were amazing. They were really good. And I thought, hey, some of these games are going to go really well. Did they? Not really. No. Would I like to revisit some? Possibly, but that's just me. But here's another question. And this goes back to our first game, Darkhaven, with the demo. And I played the demo and I didn't mind it. But I still have it installed. Would you test an unfinished game? Myself, again, yeah. Give me a demo, I'll try it. I'll let you know what I think. Goes to the feedback. Am I knowing that it's unfinished? Yes. Do I care? No. Am I interested in what's coming up? Oh, yeah, for sure. Right now, I am on patch 1.3.0 in Grim Dawn. It's a beta patch. All it shows for the upcoming content is your HUD and any other UI overlay crap. They changed a few things. They modified a couple tidbits here and there, and that's it. Done. Plain and simple. Am I super stoked still about what's coming up? Yeah, I want to see the Berserker class. Of course I do. Am I enjoying the current content? You know what? It makes the game look better already. So just a couple quick questions. You can answer in live chat or in a comment down below. Indie ARPGs or AAA RPGs? Right now, where do you stand? Are you more indie or more AAA? Myself, I'm pushing for the indie. These guys have come out with some amazing games. They put their heart and soul into it, and they know what needs to get done. And they're getting it done. AAA, still releasing garbage. Like, Diablo 3 is not Diablo 3 from release. Diablo 3 on release was not a good game. Diablo 4 on release, not a good game. Both have gone way off from where they originally were, and they feel like completely different games. They're completely different on that. Remakes, are they overdone, or should we keep doing them? This is a touchy subject. If you take a Nintendo game, 8-bit graphics, and you upgrade it to like some of these trailers, or even the imaging that we get with Black Desert, Crimson Desert, that Pearl puts out, I could see remaking some of those games and bringing them up to date, modernizing it. But we need to stop veering from the original story. Keep it the same story, the same premise, but give it a new look, new combat, new whatever you need to do. But keep that story original, please. I think we covered it quite a bit. We went over a bunch of the games. We revisited one of them. And we're looking at 3 possible really good games for the future coming up this year. Possibly early next year, depending on how Darkhaven works out. But the other 2, they're due out this year. Early this year, mid this year, somewhere in there. And I think we're looking at an amazing lineup. RPGs right now are we've got it made. As an RPG community, we have it made for upcoming RPGs. There are so many great games, potentially great games, fantastic games coming out that are going to be grinders. They're going to be stories. They're going to be that beautiful little indie gems. Potentially the nostalgia project type thing with like Darkhaven that has a very, very older RPG style gaming. Like you can tell it's Diablo 1, Diablo 2 group that's doing it. It still holds to that image with modernized, right? It's got an old nostalgic feel with a modern look to it, which is great. I'm not going to complain about something like that. So out of all these, what's your preferred style? Is it the hardcore grind? Are you in it for the story? Or you prefer your nostalgia? Let me know. So that's episode 2. And looks like next week we're on track for looking at some builds, what's the meta, and what you should actually be possibly farming out there, depending on what you're looking at. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that follow, that like, that share, whatever it is that you're watching on, and stay in touch. This is Bad Decisions Gaming, and I'm Victor, and I'm heading out.
Crack a cold one. Boot up the system. Bad decisions, baby. Let's ride.